Hey, it's Big Soprano, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience with having a job. So, currently, I don't have a job at the moment. I just have a lot of mental issues that make working much harder for me than it is for others. Like, anyone else I know probably has an easier time working compared to me just because of like mental issues and all of that. And I say my OCDs are the worst it's ever been, and having to like worry about what other people think about me, it gets really bad, and I don't want to experience that while working a job. That also goes along with like many other like mental issues that I have. Like last time someone insulted me, it like ruined my day. So if I had a bad customer today, it would ruin my day. You get what I'm saying? If I was working, and I don't want my day to get ruined by a stupid customer. That should be like beneath me. But mentally, it's not beneath me, and it just everything hurts me way more than it hurts others. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm sensitive to some things, while others aren't. But I am. You get what I'm saying? So in late 2019 to 2020, I was very close to applying for McDonald's because I wanted to work at McDonald's just to get some extra money. And I thought it would be a fun side quest. That's how I thought in my mind. It like to pass the time. This is like a calendar based game, and yet you have to spend time to get through like the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. So I thought like, oh, maybe I'll spend my afternoon working a job or something, or my mornings. So I thought that would have been a great idea. But then the pandemic hit and I couldn't apply for a year. So it stopped me from getting my first job for about a year, because in 2021 I got my first job at Staples. And if you don't know what Staples is, I don't know if they have that in America or not. I think they do. But what Staples is like, it's like they sell like school supplies or like office supplies and chairs and some furniture, like, well, like chairs, of course. But they sell like a bunch of like utilities for like school or office or stuff like that. So that's what Staples is, and it was pretty cool working there. My coworkers were nice, but the customers were really annoying. Like I had a few instances where the customer was just really annoying. I had one in instance where I remember a customer yelling at me for not calling the tech guy to my till, and I remember that pissing me the fuck off. I would imagine myself beating him up while I was in the psych ward, and oh yeah, the psych ward. My mom told Staples I was going to be away, and my friends called and asked where I was because I didn't have my phone and wasn't texting them. And I come back to the psych ward and I tell everyone in the Snapchat group chat, and it for some reason shut everyone up, like it killed the conversation. And there was no like messages for the rest of the day. And then like the next day I'm at work, the manager takes me into the office and chews me out for telling everyone I went to the psych ward, because apparently people were talking about it a lot, and I guess there were rumors, which is really really stupid. I can't just say what's going on in my life. I guess, wow, shame on me, right? That's fucking stupid. So that's not very nice to hear that people were talking about it. I guess there's not really any drama at Staples, so the smallest thing would set them off to just gossiping. So that fucking sucked. So anyways, I couldn't handle working there anymore. I'd just grown soft, whatever, from like being in the psych ward, and I quit my first job. So I didn't work until 2022. So the next job I worked at was McDonald's in 2022, and it was loads of fun. I spent time with my friends while working, and it was really fun. It was the best job experience I've had, except for the bitch ass manager. But I grew popular at McDonald's. I was able to have fun talking to anyone there. And my friend said I'm good at talking to random people because I'm polite. So one day I get yelled at by a manager and I quit my job because that manager was a fucking bitch. All I did was laugh at I was laughing. The manager heard me laughing while I was in the kitchen while the front end was having a bad day. And the managers came and fucking screamed at me over it. Like, wow, I guess you can't laugh at a at work anymore. I guess it seemed like I was goofing off, but I wasn't. We were in check. We were on top of the game in the back end because it was front end that was fucking struggling, not back end, which is where I was. So that was really fucking stupid. So I quit my job because that fucking sucked. But it was probably my best job experience I ever had, other than the bitch ass managers. Like, I thought it was really fun. But the next job I worked at was my uncle's job, and he works with like scaffolding. And what I did was step on a puddle to pedal to punch holes into metal for 8 hours straight, and it really started to grate on me. It pissed me off that I had to work a job to stay at my aunt's, and everyone at the job looked at me weird, so I quit. Like, everyone just looked at me really weirdly, and I stood out there because I was the youngest guy working there. So the next job I worked at was Burger King, and I'm not even gonna talk about that. It was fucking horrible. Worst job experience I've ever had. So my last job was at a Chinese food restaurant, and it was alright. I was the only one there who wasn't Chinese, which was funny. But the job was really boring. I did random shit around the front till for 4 hours, and I couldn't stand it. It was really boring. I just couldn't stand it. It was my most, like, I feel like it grated on me harder than stepping on a pedal for 8 hours straight. Like, it was, it was bad enough for me to quit, my job with my uncle. It was bad enough for me to quit. But man, Chinese was probably worse. It was so bad that I quit. It was so boring that I quit it because I basically did nothing at my entire time there. Like, I didn't cook. I didn't do shit. I cleaned like a little bit. I don't know. I organized these plastic bags, and I helped form those cardboard, whatever you put the food in, like a cardboard bowl or whatever. I made those. I didn't physically make them, but I would put them together because you have to fold them and shit. And so it was really boring, and it really started to grate on me, so I quit.